根据美国司法部的统计，在2012年，中国移民在美国移民法庭申请庇护的人数呢，占了206个国家和地区总人数的25%，是这个国家所有国家中最多的。那么，中国移民有哪些理由可以在美国申请庇护呢？今天和我们在一起的就是王明武律师事务所的移民律师 Cameron， 请他来给我们做个解答。Welcome, Cameron.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Who is eligible for asylum?
In order to apply for asylum in the United States from your home country, you have to be a refugee who is escaping persecution based on race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion, and there's no exceptions to that with asylum.
Can you give me some specific examples?
For example, if you belong to a religion that's being persecuted in, say, the mainland China. For example, Christianity is being persecuted in mainland China. Practitioners of Falun Gong, people who speak out against the Chinese government, members in a particular social group that the government doesn't approve of. Those are examples of people that may have a valid claim for political asylum when coming over to the United States.
What if the applicant was never persecuted or harmed in any way in China? Can this person still apply?
The standard for getting asylum is that you have a credible fear and that you're a member in a particular group, as I described before, in order to get asylum. If you haven't been having any contact in your home country of any threats, any actual harm in your home country, it makes it much more difficult to apply for asylum. It doesn't make it impossible, but the USCIS and the Immigration Court may see that as not a bona fide, credible threat of returning to your home country. Oftentimes when I have clients who tell me, I've never been persecuted in my home country, I have to advise them that the process is going to be much more difficult if you have no evidence whatsoever that you're going to be tortured or put in jail or killed if you go back to your home country, because that's what immigration is really looking at.
Right. So what if the applicant is here illegally, or either visa expired or came here illegally? Can this person apply for asylum?
Unlike many immigration procedures, they can't apply for asylum. In fact, a large portion of my clients are out of status. They've come here in a visitor visa, they've come here in a student visa, their visa is no longer valid, but they still wish to apply for asylum, and immigration rules say that you can be out of status and apply for asylum. Immigration rules also say that if you're undocumented, then you can apply for asylum. However, of course, if you're undocumented, the stakes are higher if you don't pass your asylum interview. If you're out of status and you don't pass your asylum interview, or if you're illegal and undocumented, oftentimes you'll be referred to immigration court removal proceedings for deportation.
What kind of documentation do I need if I apply for asylum?
In order to apply for asylum, first of all, you have to fill out the application, and that's very important. Step one, you have to fill everything out honestly, and you have to fill everything out completely to build a case for having asylum. You have to complete the biometric screening, which means fingerprinting. You have to be able to show that you have a credible fear. From that, you can give personal accounts of specific incidences with the Chinese government police, documentation, for example, a letter saying you are not allowed to teach this religion in school or we will throw you in jail if you continue to do so. You can show, for example, one of my clients had prison papers where it says he was locked up in jail for having a subversive religion. Things like that where there will be hard proof that when you step foot off that plane and go back to your home country, that you are likely to be put in jail again, prison, or even executed.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Cameron.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。